Hello everyone. So we are going to learn C language. It is the easiest language to start with. So welcome to Code with me in C. Here we are going to study about a container. Are you excited? Yes. Variable is a container like your salt and sugar. So why I'm concentrating on variable, from where it came, from where it is arising, and why variable? Like in coding and programming, it is very, like kind of a peculiar thing to why to study on variables. So yes, guys, it is the most important and the initial step in your programming languages. C language is the easiest language when you are coming to language, and variable is the simplest and starting topic you need to know in your programming journey. So yes, your container is a variable. How is this a variable? We need to store so many type of data in our code, and for storing them we are having different variables. And why the variables are different? So this is are different depending on your type of data. For example, in your kitchen, you're having sugar and salt. You're having different containers to put it. And if you have to store rice, you will store it in a large container. So depending on your data, your containers are decided. So variable in simple words is a container which stores your data of any type. So there are two steps in variables. They are declared and assigned. How is this? So when you are putting salt in a container, first you declare a container that this is my container. In this I'll put something. Then you assign it to salt. That means when you pour salt into it, you say it is my salt container. So similarly, so here we'll be going to declare a variable and then we'll assign them some data. So here I have declared two variables, int a, float b. Here a and b are your variable name, and I have assigned them values 76, a to 76, b to 5.99. And what is your int and float? So don't put your mind into it. We'll be getting to learn about it in future slides. What is your int? What is your float? This you need to wait for this, because before that you need to know some important terms. Before that, let's read the rules for naming a variable. In the previous slide, we saw a and b are a variable, but here are some rules to assign a variable name. If you will not follow these rules, you will get a wrong variable name which will show error in your code. So there are three rules in total. First rule is the first character of your variable must be an alphabet or underscore. Yes, that is, in the first character of a variable, no special characters and no other numerical digits are allowed. Second is your variables are case sensitive. Yes, they are. If you use capital A as a variable name and small a as a variable name, so the uppercase character and the lowercase character, they both will be two different variables. They are not considered as the same. Third rule is no commas, blanks, and special symbols except the underscore are allowed in your variable name. You can't use comma, you can't put blanks or any special characters like your at the rate, hash, ampersand, dollar, asterisk, parenthesis. These are not allowed in your variable name. Now, you'll be going to learn with examples about these rules, that how they are very important, and it will give a better understanding also to your variable. So let's come on your first rule of your variable name, which says the first character of your variable must be an alphabet or underscore. So here are some examples, correct and incorrect ones, so that you can compare them as what is correct and what is incorrect. So the correct ones are this and incorrect ones are this. One by one I'll be comparing them to show you what is in the incorrect one and how to remove it to make it a correct variable. First variable name is count. It is totally up to the point, that is, it is following the rules. The first character of your variable is an alphabet, which is acceptable. And here in the incorrect one, the first character of your variable is a special symbol. And the rule, it is clearly saying that the first character of your variable should be an alphabet or an underscore, not a special character. That's why it is incorrect. In a second example, if you will see it is underscore ant. So underscore is acceptable in the first character of a variable. Whereas here the 7 ant is incorrect because the first character of a variable is a number, which is not acceptable. Then third is your variable, which is totally up to the rules. And in the incorrect ones, see asterisk is in between your variable, which is a special symbol, which is not allowed in your variables. Then here AXZBB is a variable name because it is also following the rules. But here in the first character of a variable is a parenthesis, which is a special character which is not at all allowed. In the fifth again, your pencil is a variable name and here plus pencil. So the first character of a variable is having a special character which is again not allowed. So you can use any random variable name. As you see in my examples here, whatever I wrote, these are all acceptable. Like whatever come up in your mind, you can just put it in your variable name. But it is always suggested to put variable names according to your program for a easy understanding. For example, if you are storing marks of students, there are 5 students, you are storing their marks, then you can put their variable name as student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, and student 5. Although you can put it randomly, any variable name, but for better understanding of your code, meaningful variable is like it will enhance your readability of your code. Your user will be impressed with the code as it is very easy to understand whatever is happening in your code, you are writing your variable names according to that. So although it is your choice, but it is preferable to use a useful or meaningful variable name according to your code. Now, come on to your next slide, and in the next slide, we will be learning about the second rule of your variable name. Rule is variables are case sensitive. Just look, there are 3 examples for you, and in this it is clearly given that VAR, which is in uppercase, and here the VAR, which is in lowercase, they both are 2 different variables, not the same. Here variable and variable, just look, only the first character of your variable here is uppercase and here is lowercase, still they are 2 different variables. Here ACX and ACZ, they are also 2 different variables. You can comment some more variable names which you feels are correct, and you can also write some incorrect variable names saying that these are incorrect ones and giving the reasons also, so that I will be able to know that you are understanding or not. Now, so the third rule says no commas, blanks, and special symbols except your underscore are allowed. Here again, some examples which you will be able to differentiate which is correct and incorrect. Here counter 5 is correct. It is up to the point, it is following all the 3 rules. Here hash counter again, you know that no special symbols are allowed anywhere in the code, so that's why it is incorrect. Here underscore answer is also following all the rule. Here answer, just look, between S and W there is a blank and no blank is allowed in a variable name, so it is incorrect. var9 is again correct because it is following all the rules. And just look here, var comma, this comma is not allowed in a variable name, so it is incorrect. Again ax underscore bb is allowed, it is following all variable names. Here ax underscore comma bb, comma is not following the rule, comma is not allowed in a variable name, so it is incorrect. Here your pen is following all the rules. Here pen asterisk, this asterisk is a special symbol and special symbol is not allowed anywhere in a variable name, so it is incorrect variable. Your do it yourself slide. Here I have wrote some variable names, and from them you have to find which one is the correct and which are incorrect. So this is your task to comment below the right answers. You can write like correct variable names and then you can pick the correct variable name, and incorrect variable name and then pick the incorrect variable name. I'll be waiting for your response.